I'm inside your butt.
I just start talking about amniotic fluid and fluids flying out of those parts of women.
I'm up in there, and I'm gonna spit all over these walls and infect you.
I don't want any liquids flying out of the woman. It's like especially amniotic.
It's me, up here, in your womb, delivering your baby.
Chupa. Chupa.
Based on the contractions, it's time for you to come on down. Come on down. You're our next contestant on the table where the baby will be born.
Man learn. Man learn and man good for learning. If man no learn, man no good. You understand? That was good, the way I said that. Man no good, man no learn. Man no learn, man no good. Greetings. This is Copy Who, and I am your host, Paul the producer. We're here now. You see me as you see me. Never mind that stupid number on the corner there. Ah! That's not supposed to be there. Ah! Hi, everyone. Hi. We have the new wireless setup, which I like. Hey, in fact, today, let's pull out the chain. See how that looks. You like how it looks? I like how it looks. You know, one thing I'll say about these headphones I'm using, they don't have the cool audio fidelity, or the audio fidelity is not quite as nice as the straight wired ones that I was using, but be that as it may, it frees me up. It frees me up, y'all. Let me show you how it frees me up. I'll just stand up like this, like I did last week, and I'll go bibbidi bobbidi boo. Hello, everyone. I get to move around. I get to be free. I'm free to move. It's what I'm doing. This was not planned. And it's not like this is anything special, okay? We're just moving around, being a little more silly than usual. Because why not? I can stand up like this if I want. This is my show. I get to decide what to do. And I forgot to do the crashing sound with the fucking thing. Oh, whatever. All right. You know, when you're doing this once a week, it doesn't go off as well as when I was doing it 3 times a week. It was like I was practicing the moves every single day. How does it go? Way to go, like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, baby. Okay. That's enough screwing around for now. Right or wrong? I think we can come back here. I keep meaning to do certain things that I'm just not getting around to. I've been doing a good job prepping the show as far as notes and putting aside videos that I want to talk about, things like that. But as far as me doing a couple things I have in mind that require more work, I need an assistant. I need a production assistant. I want to see something really quick. Actually, I was going to check this before I started. Let's come over here and look. See, there's a new little character in there. I have right there is the Godfather. That's let's just move him over a little bit. How cheap. How lame. Whatever. Hey, I do what I do. Yeah, the audio fidelity is not as good. It's like, I like being free, and I can hear myself, but it's not as clear. You can just hear that it's a wirelessly generated signal, and I'm not into that. Well, so since this shirt is dark, and this doesn't stand out very well on it, I'm going to put it back in there like that, okay? Now I'm digging the look. Now I am digging it. Here we are, everyone. We're back to the show. It's Saturday morning because I'm trying a new routine. Okay, I'm going to record these on Saturday morning, and I'm going to be posting them still to premiere on Monday nights. But the interesting interesting difference is that, oh my, I slept well, and I'm doing well in a lot of ways. But it's just like starting these things out, I don't feel warmed up necessarily. Yeah. So I'm recording this Saturday morning, and I will be doing my review of the show after I record it. And then when I do that, I take screenshots And I also mark time codes where I want to cut out clips where I think I was particularly funny or creative so that I can take those clips and subsequently in the next week post them daily on social media, which that routine has been going fairly well. But I've been looking at been looking at what others are doing, and I've been taking advice from people. Specifically, I want to take those clips I make and make a preview segment for the show, one of which I will also post onto social media. And I will also put it at the front of this recording, and then I will re-encode this recording and upload that, so it'll have a more special intro. I'm not particularly happy with the intro on this. I love the way it looks right now. Like all the elements right now look pretty cool to me, and I think I have all today. I don't think the focus is messed up. I don't think the exposure's okay. But what's annoying me is I know that certain things like the focus are changing from week to week, even though the settings on these cameras are supposed to save and stay the same. I don't like that. So it's like all of a sudden, I get up in the morning and then all of a sudden my mind is supposed to be on fire. I did have my protein shake, which part of the goal of the protein shake is that when I take the protein shake, I want those sugars and that energy to flood into my brain right in the middle of when I'm doing this. Everything is painstakingly planned. It's like I'm doing Olympics, except for my mind, and hopefully with the goal of being funny. Not always funny. I know certain parts are. And I know certain people do appreciate what I do, and I do appreciate that. But look, you can't see the wires at all. I love that freeness. I love that I'm able to hear it, and I have that freeness moving around. I'm thinking now, though. Oh, but I'm going to see how does it sound if I go up? If I go up with the volume a little more. I just don't want to... I got to know what volume I'm at because it's going to sound all cheesed out. Where to begin, everyone? I do have several notes here, and I'm not sure I know how or where to begin, so I can just sit here and stare at the camera aimlessly, feeling very insecure about myself, as a matter of fact. Hello up there! Hello! And hello down here again. Okay, so we shall move into what my notes say here. I'm in 6 minutes already, Holy crap. So it's like I'm waiting for my mind to wake up because I know when my mind goes click and I'm kind of in the zone. But anyway, I've been meeting a lot of women lately, and it's kind of interesting. I've had the opportunity to talk to a bunch more women than usual, and in real life, I do better in real life meeting women, getting numbers than I do on dating apps. I hate the dating apps, but what I notice is funny in real life. A woman will key you into not being into you or wanting to date you immediately when she deliberately brings up her boyfriend. If a woman has a boyfriend and she doesn't bring up her boyfriend, she might be down for some cheating hanky-panky. I'm just telling you, that's my sense about some women. So if some girls I'm talking to hear that, they might be like, oh my God, he actually thinks I might be into cheating with him. But no, I'm not trying to cheat with any of you girls. I just think it's funny and annoying when girls you're talking to mention their boyfriend. When you're not trying to date them, they feel like they're high on themselves. They think every man wants me, and it's like, no, honey, get over yourself. Just because you may be attractive doesn't mean that you have the characteristics I'm looking for in a relationship and in a spouse, in an other that I want to be with, other specifically female, woman, etc. You got to clarify those things in this day and age because it's not always clear. They're always mentioning their boyfriends, and it's annoying when you're talking to a woman and she thinks you're trying to date her when you're not. I'm just having a conversation. This doesn't happen when you're talking to just regular guys having a regular conversation. Guys don't think I'm trying to hook up with them or that I'm gay. We're just having a normal conversation. And so this is one of those inherent differences between men and women that is just so agitating sometimes, frankly. It's like, can we just talk? Can we talk without you thinking you're so amazing that every man is trying to date you? Never mind that if you're hot and you proposition me for sex, it would be tempting. But not if you have a boyfriend. But when you mention a boyfriend, it's like you're saying, friend zoning you, friend zoning you. I don't want to be friend zoned. Let's just have a conversation, okay? Don't friend zone me. I have more to talk about this later in the show because there are just some things, like one of the things, I guess, women, I hear this. This is a generalization, I think, because I open doors for people, okay? Anyone I see there, I'll open the door for them. But if you open the door for a hot woman, she's like, eh. And it's like, eh. It's like if I knew you didn't want me to do that, I would love not to do it. I would love to be rude. So I wonder if she'll be upset if you're rude for not doing it. But then if she's rude for your doing it also, it's like you're the one who has the problem because I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I like opening the doors for pretty girls, but it's not just pretty girls. I'm considerate to anyone. I'll open it for any person who happens to be coming through the door at the moment. And another thing I hear women don't like, and I think I'll get to this when I have something after the Ascension, it's that, like if you say to a girl, drive carefully. I guess this is off limits now. You can't say drive carefully to a girl. She'll friend zone you immediately if you say drive carefully. Like what? What does that mean? Like why? So a man cares and you're like, I don't want a man that cares. I want some creepy asshole, some big troublemaker. Let's see if this looks cooler, okay? Yeah, by the way, I'm just going to tell you, drive carefully, and if you don't like that, fuck you, bitch. Shit. That's a little harsh. But seriously, if you think there's a problem with a man telling you to drive carefully, not long ago I had a situation where I told a woman, you shouldn't drink. And she's like, okay, Dad. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. That's daddy issues. If you think that my telling you is some kind of my telling you that you should quit drinking or cut down your drinking, if that's a problem, I think you do have a problem because it's not about me being your dad. It's about me being a human being who sees someone who might be in a little trouble or might have an easier time not drinking. But I'm a dad. If I tell you to cut down your drinking, you'll be much better, happier, more well off with your mood and everything. You're functioning in life, probably the pain you have physically. I'm being a dad, just a condescending dad. Dads are bad. Not really, but dads are bad. Okay. Yeah, right. Stop drinking. Seriously. So I would say that to a guy, too, but it's like, okay, Dad. No, it's a person who cares on the outside of you, making an observation of how you'd be better off not drinking. And I just I felt like saying that right now, at this moment, for Pete's sake. I was in a relationship a few years ago with a woman near my age. I was going to say young woman, but we were not young. We're middle-aged, and that's not young. Even though I feel young, even though I look young, we're not young. Damn it. I want to be young. Shit, I'm getting sidetracked on this young part. But hell yeah, time be like tick-tock, done. And so I don't like that. So I'm all of a sudden sidetracked and digressing down this rabbit hole of I hate how fast time goes. And all of a sudden I became middle-aged. I feel young in my brain. I see pretty young women, and I'm like, when was I supposed to stop being attracted to young women? When? When exactly? I'm gesturing over here like, why? It's off screen. Pay attention. You got to gesture on screen. You got to get it to look cool on screen like this. But anyway, I have digressed massively. Before I get generous with a woman in a relationship, she's got to prove herself to me, okay? And I was in a relationship a few years ago where a woman dared to call me cheap. What? So I'll tell you something. I dispute that. I'm not cheap. It's just that you think before you've earned the right of my commitment that I need to throw a ton of money at you to prove something. And whether I have it or not doesn't matter. It's like if you like the person, if you seriously like me and go out of your way to demonstrate that I'm the kind of man you want to be with, then I will fucking open my pocketbooks. After I have vetted you, after I have determined with certainty that you are a person worthwhile throwing money at. I'm not just going to throw money at any woman, okay? I tip people very generously in restaurants. But dating is a whole other matter. It's like, we can go Dutch, and I don't give a shit. Like, you prove yourself to me and I will start spoiling you. But you got to prove yourself to me. There has to be a real commitment there. I have to understand why you're into me, and it can't be because of my resources. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to throw money at women to just get laid. And I feel sorry for guys that do that. It's really sad. You're like, I spent $300 on this girl and didn't get nothing. Well, that's your problem, buddy. Vet them first. Connect first on some kind of level. I don't know. Figure your game out or something. I don't think I got credit in that relationship for how generous I really was, because there were times when I was more generous and it was just kind of like overlooked or something. But yeah, and I wasn't perfect. It's not like I'm a perfect guy in the dating scene or whatever. I don't mind that relationship went nowhere. I feel pretty comfortable that it ended. It didn't hurt my ego. In fact, when it ended quickly and it was awkward and I was pleased that it was over. Okay? Ha 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 ha. It was over. Moving on. We're a quarter of the way through this program this morning, okay? This recording that I have done. Last week, I put up a recording. It posted on Monday, and then I felt so self-conscious about something I said inadvertently that I know fucking assholes and parasites would misinterpret on purpose to garner advantage without any regard for the fact that it was not any kind of deliberate insult or anything. So I took the show recording on my computer and I cut out this segment so that misunderstanding wasn't there and that it couldn't be used against me. I re-encoded the whole show and then I re-uploaded it. It's barely had any views. I think that killed the views on it. But what really pisses me off about that is because it's a societal thing that is my circumstances are stupid, and I find myself tripping over certain things I say, not because I'm saying anything wrong, but because people are behaving like jackasses in the new era. You know what? It's time to get into character, people. Yeah, okay. I know I keep saying this, and I'm procrastinating because it costs. I actually intend on getting... Here, let me go over like this. Cover my ear a little more. I intend on getting some sunglasses for this show, which I'll probably be wearing out and about as well, that have a prescription in them. But I just am procrastinating because it might cost as much as $750 or $1,000 to get the ones I want. And I'm like, shit, I don't exactly have that money right now. So I'm procrastinating. I mean, it would be a tight squeeze at the moment. But things are okay, actually. Things in certain respects are looking up, and I'm pleased to say that. But yes, I'm in character now, so I got to get a little bit more outrageous. Once these glasses go on, it should be like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Hey, the glasses are on. You see these? This means you can't hold me responsible for what I say. This is Dr. What was the back? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Which is the... Dr. Jekyll's the good guy and Mr. Hyde is the bad guy, so I guess I'm Mr. Hyde right now. Mr. Hyde, on your ass, tearing it wide open and looking in there, that cavernous, shitty-smelling cave and being like, it's Dr. Or no, it's Mr. Hyde. Wait, I want to see something real quick.
Does this? Okay. No, that's not what I want. Okay. I'm up in your ass. This is exactly what I wanted. It's Mr. Hyde tearing your ass wide open. I'm up in there, and I'm going to spit all over these walls and infect you with whatever it is in my body. This is Mr. Hyde willing to say anything. Damn you. I just wanted to say that too. Damn you.
What about this one? Is this the low?
Hello. Yeah, okay. Ha 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 ha.
I got to remember that's there, because sometimes that could come in useful. And now we're back to this. Okay, yes. Just testing the screen. It's Mr. Hyde. This is I'm Mr. Hyde. Dr. Paul and Mr. Hyde, okay? Yeah, sometimes I've thought about calling myself Dr. Paul because who the hell does it? Dr. Dre does it. So why the hell I can't be Dr. Paul? Why the hell not? And even though I'm not a real doctor, I'm scared to give you the Heimlich maneuver because I'm afraid you might sue me. What else as a doctor? I'm afraid to deliver your baby, but if it popped out, I think I could follow some instructions on YouTube about how to cut and tie the umbilical cord. But believe me, I don't want that job. Because I want to, maintain my attraction to those parts of women, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want any liquids flying out of the woman. It's like especially amniotic. I wind up in places I did not plan on. This is not in my notes. I just start talking about amniotic fluid and fluids flying out of those parts of women. Shame on me. Disgusting, Paul. Disgusting, Dr. Paul. Or this is not Dr. Paul. I'm Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm Mr. Hyde.
It's me, up here, in your womb, delivering your baby. Are you sending it down? Is this on a schedule? Okay, I think, based on the contractions, it's time for you to come on down. Come on down. Come on down. You're our next contestant on the table where the baby will be born. I was going to say The Price is Right, but I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
All right. Yes. So yesterday I was at the Kava Bar. I had a nice day at the Kava Bar. I think I spent 4 hours there because it was Saturday. And Saturday afternoons around 4 o'clock, 4:30, all kinds of cool people start rolling in. And there were a lot of people there yesterday. And I decided to have a disgusting, revolting, vomitous, wickedly gnarly, shit-tasting shot of chupa. Chupa! And that's how I ordered it. I think I said, hey, Leah, can I have one of those disgusting, revolting, vomitous shots? And some guy next to me goes, what's that? And she goes, it's a shot of chupa. And I think he said, okay, yeah, I'll take one of those too. And I'm like, seriously, I can't exaggerate. It tastes like shit. So she pours them, and we drink them, and then he agrees. He's like, oh yeah, that really is not good tasting. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It literally tastes like shit. And he's like, literally? How do you know? And I'm like, okay, yes. But it does. It literally. But that's the funny thing. When you say literally in that sentence, it implies that I know what the taste of shit is. I've never tasted shit, but of course, we've all smelled shit. We all smell it on a daily basis, and sometimes the smell resembles the taste. So then and so I should say, it smells like shit, but it doesn't smell like shit, literally. It smells just very bad, and that is an expression, and it's not meant to be taken literally, even in spite of the word literally being used. The use of the word literal sometimes is flexible. Sometimes it has become something that is not always literally used correctly, but instead it's slang. Slang's okay. Slang's literally okay. All right, so yes, disgusting, revolting, vomitous shot of chupa. And I did drink it, and I felt somewhat, floaty. After a little while, I felt like I could describe. So it's like concentrated kava, and actually, I like the dirt kava shells that I get. Those I've acquired a taste for, and the way they make my tongue numb and stuff. But when I drink the bloody freaking what the hell, I'm losing my train of thought. When I drink the chupa, it tastes like ass, but it sure elevates that feeling that the kava gives you. And it's like, I reach this point where I'm like, I feel this floaty, good feeling, and I want to just maintain it. And it's like a quick lift and then a quick descent. But anyway, I was still in a good mood for the remaining time left in the day yesterday. That's right. What's going on? Here we go. I think actually I should pour a drink. Shall I pour a drink? Hold on. This is what I must do. We're back here, okay? We'll take this. All right, I do like this. I actually am thirsty. I'm parched because I did have a lot to drink at the kava bar yesterday, and kava is a diuretic. Whoops. And if you don't drink enough, then you'll start feeling really dehydrated. It was described to me recently that you will become like a piece of bacon if you don't hydrate, and it's true. So, okay, you know what I just want to make some comments about this turmeric. It's that turmeric is this very sticky substance, and I mean by sticky is like if I put it in here, Of course, it's very colorful. You'll see how it turns into this orange juice colored thing. And the taste is not bad, but what it does is it stains the glass. And so I don't like things that dirty my dishes and make me have to scrub the shit out of the dish to get it clean. And that's what happens when you pour this turmeric in here. It stains the glass. And even after I'm done drinking this one, if I pour a new glass of water, there's still this yellow on the side, and that you have to wipe it out. And so having to do that extra work, inefficient, I say! Yes, but it is time to drink, because now I use my correct word, and I always point out how great I am for knowing the correct word now. I'm parched. Parched! Parched. It's parched, right? Yes. Parched, not poached. I was saying poached, but it's parched. Correct. Man learn. Man learn and man good for learning. If man no learn, man no good. You understand? That was good, the way I said that. Man no good, man no learn. Man no learn, man no good. I doubt that is audible to you, the slurping and the gulping, like when it's in my head. It's not the same on this microphone. It doesn't pick up the sound. I've noticed that from recording prior. But where are we now? We're 25 minutes in. Holy mackerel. I'm way too generous with likes on social media. There are all these people I really like. And so I just scroll through and I'm like this, like that, like this, like that. And it makes it seem like you're obsessed with someone or something. And so I have to consciously not like people's things, even though I want to be considerate and like people's things and I want to comment. But like, does it appear that you have no life when you're on social media liking everything? Is liking everything a good idea? Does it make me look obsessed? Does it make me look cringe? Does it depend on what I'm liking and the person whose content I'm liking? If I like something, I want to like it. And if you don't like me liking your stuff, or if you think that's creepy, what the hell? You want to follow her, but you like hold it against someone for liking it. But I do have a habit of scrolling through and liking all kinds of shit. And I don't even want to mention the people I'm thinking about. It's like, I like liking your stuff, but if I like your stuff, it makes me look desperate. And I don't want to look desperate. But I definitely like to I want to give people, it's like a form of recognition. And so when I like people, I do want them to feel that like, oh, okay, he's paying attention. He commented, he likes it. And so I don't know what to make of this. But when is it overdoing it? So you post a lot of cool stuff. And if I come along as a person who appreciates your work, and I would describe myself as a fan, but you're like, oh, cringy, he's always liking it. I can't date this guy. He's always liking my shit. Like, give me a break. Okay? Did I imply that I might be liking some woman's content too much or not enough? Whatever the case may be, I don't freaking know. Almost time to go to the rise here. No, the Ascension, okay? We call it the Ascension now. To brand it all our own. Yeah, like because actually, I'm not the first person to use a rising TV in entertainment, and I'm not the last, I'm sure. I welcome anyone out there. If you have the resources, put your TV on a riser and rise it up beside you and make it a grand affair. It's totally awesome in my opinion. It's a great idea. I give credit to Conan O'Brien. And fuck you to that other guy. Seriously though. Some people know who I'm talking about. Some do not. Dr. Paul and Mr. Hyde. Don't fuck with Mr. Hyde. I'm up there in your ass, I tell you.
Here I am up in your ass again. If only just to drive you crazy, I'm up in your butt just so that you're like, get out of there, get out of my butt. But I'm like, no, I'm staying here. I'm gaping that thing wide open. I'm spitting on the walls of your ass. I know.
It's a bit much. I know. I'm going a little overboard. Let's move on to... The name Charlie is a lame name. And why do I say this? I just don't think Charlie is the coolest name. I'm thinking Charlie Brown, first and foremost, is not the coolest Charlie in the world. I think the only exception to the name Charlie being cool is Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen is cool because he's a wild man. He and I both have tiger blood. And when I'm in character, so help me God, I think I'm related to Charlie Sheen. Very cool, Charlie Sheen. Very funny, Charlie Sheen. Very talented, Charlie Sheen. I want to be Charlie Sheen for a decade of my life, and I want to make a shit ton of money, and I want to make manage it better, and I also don't want to get the HIV. I seriously don't. So even though that's kind of was meant as a joke, I'm not belittling people who've caught who are HIV positive at all. I'm actually very sad for all of you, but I hope that you do live a fulfilling life. Anyway, going off track. Stay on point, Paul. Stay on target. Stay on target. The target is the name Charlie. The name Charlie's not a cool name, okay? And so I thought this when I was like, I heard someone say that name was Charlie the other day, and I was like, not a cool name, but you know what is cool? It's Charlie in Italian, because Charlie is the name. The name Charlie in Italian is Carlo. In Spanish, it's Carlos. That's a cool name. So if you're like, should we name our kid Charlie? You'd be like, no. If mom is like, can we name our kid Charlie? You're like, no. Wife, I'm the man, I'm the father, I'm telling you, we're not naming our kid Charlie. Shame on you for thinking that. But I'll tell you what, I will give you credit for the idea of naming him Carlo, because Carlo's cool and Charlie's not cool. You don't come from Italy and go like, okay, my name in English now is Charlie, because that's lame. Okay, that's the point I wanted to make. It's time, everyone. It's really time. It's the moment we've been waiting for. What? Hey, open up, bruh. What's going on here? I'm having a little bit of a technical issue. Is it a technical issue? Where is that? Are we, I just don't know what's going on. So I'm going to close it. I have to do something a little weird right now. I'm looking for this. Oh, there we go. There. It's back to normal. All right, so little technical snafu, not a big deal. Not something, we'll not make a federal case out of it. Bring it over here, blow it up, bring my mouse over there, and then as soon as I get over here with the lights, I go siren rise, I go front key light off, and I go boom. All right, everyone, welcome to the show. This is the moment in the show when we do something very special. Very special. It's called the right. Uh-oh. Keep going. Yeah. I screwed that up. It's okay. Sometimes we do that.
Hello, all my friends. Welcome to the show. I'm up in your ass. It's Paul. Oh, no, it's not Dr. Paul. It's Mr. Hyde up in your ass. Yeah. Woo. Woo. This may be annoying to you. It's not to me. It's my cathartic moment. Don't you dare dislike me for doing this. Don't you dare diss me. All right. We've kind of gone on far too long. You know what I'm talking about with this, so we
beat the dead horses here is what I do. You can do what you want with your show, but with my show, I'm gonna beat the dead horse. I'm gonna beat it dead. I will abuse that dead horse because I'm Dr. Hyde. Or no, I'm Mr. Hyde. I'm not Dr. Paul. I'm Mr. Hyde. I'm only Dr. Paul on a different day. Rightio, everyone. Okay, off with that. It's sort of sloppy now. I admit the mix has been impacted by the lack of doing shows. We'll just keep moving through the list of stuffs, this, that, and the other things. Yes. Okay. But first, we take a gratuitous sip, my darlings. I don't know. Part of this show's turning out good. I think it started out slow, but then my brain started waking up. I got into the Mr. Hyde vibe. And we're there. This pinches my head, though. That's another reason why I got to get because I have the prescriptions on under here. Look at that. All the reflections in my eyeballs. Oh, okay. This is, I just want to have a, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, this is my therapy again. The levity here is my therapy. We're going to war with Russia. I have to compartmentalize the war in Russia, and I have to just be silly here. You know, if these are my last moments, my dying moments, God knows I will die trying to be happy, aspiring to be happy doing this. It's the creative moment when I get a rush. And it will totally turn off women who think that this is actually me, when in real life, I mean, this is elevating my performance art is a manner in which I express myself. Yeah, that's it. My performance art is a manner in which I express myself. That's not. It's like that's the end of the sentence. Period. My performance art is the manner in which I express myself. Period. And in real life, rest assured, if we go out on a date, I'm not going to be so absolutely wild. I'm not saying I won't tease you. I'm not saying I won't engage in levity. I will. As a matter of fact, I will. But it won't be so wild. I won't be sitting in the restaurant and go, hey! Yeah. Hey, do you like me? I want to like your posts on social media, babe. Woo! A little bit wacky, okay? Annoying expectations. What is this? I want to see. It's okay. So this is a Twitter post, and is this what I thought? Oh yes, this is what I was talking about earlier. I want to move this over here actually and go like so. And we'll come up here to chat AP. Da 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 da. And we're gonna move that up. So girls friend zone guys who say drive safe. So as I was saying earlier, I have a problem with that. So it's like a man demonstrates that he actually cares for a woman, and he has to feel like an asshole for telling you to drive safe. If a woman seriously has a problem with that, you're a woman that I can honestly say that if that's your issue, then I'm the one rejecting you. You're not rejecting me for telling you to drive safe. I'm rejecting you because I want a woman who appreciates being cared for, and like worried about. You want a man to worry about you because he loves you, he cares about you, he wants you in his life, and he doesn't want you to disappear from some stupid car accident. Okay, so let's keep talking. Text me when you're home. I actually have a story about this because I was in college once and I had a girlfriend, a very special girlfriend, in fact. And so late at night, she was going home. It was like around 11 or something. And I said, will you text me when you get home just so I know she's safe? And so she said yes. She said she would. And then she forgot. And then I was like, what the heck? I was worried about you. And she's like, you're not my father. Yeah. And I'm like, it's not about being your father. You said you would text me when you got home. And so when you didn't, it caused me to worry. And so actually she backed. I recall her backing down on that and saying that it was okay. She felt like she was in the wrong because she did say that, in fact. So it wasn't me like stalking her, but it's like, again, when you here's the next one, please be careful. So a man who cares about your safety is a man, a good woman is going to appreciate that, okay? Like, you want to know your family's safe. You want to know your spouse is safe. Your girlfriend is in safe care, not in jeopardy. And so a woman who has a problem with, it's just this more stupid, toxic feminism, more than anything really wrong with a man. It's just like, what is wrong with you if you think that a man can't be worried about you as his girlfriend or his spouse or whatever? And so I'm speaking specifically to girls who would have a problem with everything in this list. Dress warm, that's another one. A man cares about you, so therefore he can't say that because. And again, I won't date a woman who thinks that giving these kinds of advice. It's like, you want to feel cared for, don't you? That's affection for you when a man's looking out for your well-being. And it's totally, absolutely lame that a woman would have a difficult time accepting a man who feels that way. Continuing on, actually, there's this line in here I skipped. I'm so proud of you. That's another thing. Like, if a woman works hard and she's your wife, if she's your girlfriend, if you see her working hard, why not say, I'm proud of you? And a woman can say that to a man too. So I just don't get it. I don't get where shallow people are coming from on this. Like a woman who would friend zone a man for being proud of her for working hard. I have friends, male friends who are just platonic friends. It's like, I'm proud of them when they achieve great things. Okay, so what the hell is this with a woman? Like, wanting to friend zone a man for actually caring about her well-being. So get enough sleep. Fuck yes. I say that to everyone. Again, this is not exclusive to women. It's like anyone should get enough sleep. I'm obsessed with the idea of getting good sleep all the time for years now, especially after you have a child and you have those years where your sleep can get disrupted a lot. You realize the importance of sleep, but sleep plays an integral role in your mental health. It really does. And when you're short on sleep all the time, you're going to get all messed up. But don't tell a woman to get good sleep. Otherwise, you'll get friend zoned. Duh. Really, a woman so shallow I'm not into. So I'll tell you all these things. And if you don't want to screw me, fine. But I will just screw you and leave you if you have problems with any of these things. Like stop drinking. Like the one I was talking about earlier when I told a woman to stop drinking. Of course, if you're drinking too much and I see you have a problem, whether you're a male, whether you're a female, it has nothing to do with whether I want to date you or want to screw you. It's like I tell you that because I care about people, okay? I think intelligent women get this, and I think intelligent women realize I'm not talking to all women. I'm only talking to kooky women who would have a problem with these things. Now, I don't understand don't stay out too late. I actually, on that note, this goes for men and women too, and if I had a child... boy or girl, it's like you should get home at a certain hour. A lot of the bad things usually happen after a certain hour in the night. After the witching hour, there's more trouble in the night that can occur. And so I definitely think you should be getting home to sleep. And that's not just a girl. It's just a philosophy of life. But if you friend zone me again for that, again, I think you're simple-minded. Text me the address just in case. I don't understand why text me the address just in case. Because frankly, if you're going somewhere, it's just like, if I have to get somewhere, text me the address. So what's that even? Women want a man, not a soy boy. Excuse me! Fuck you! I didn't even read that part the other day. Because this is not a soy boy. It's not fucking soy boy to care. So that's fucking stupid. Excuse me, who wrote this? Let's look at who wrote this. Unlimited knowledge. That's not knowledge. That's stupidity, dude. Unlimited L8. Unlimited no L8. I don't know. Shit. Women want a man, not a soy boy. That's stupid. But let's see. Someone reposted this. Yeah, girls notoriously hate sweet and protective men. And I am saying that's stupid. And I don't want a woman who's so uptight about stupid crap. And I'm not saying... in my own sinful way, I'll probably game a woman to have sex with her, and maybe I'll say, but it's like I'm not being a genuine person if I have to be fake and act like I don't care. So this is stupid. It's stupid of women to think like they want to hate sweet and protective men, and it has nothing to do with being a soy boy. ISTG, what does that mean, ISTG? These accounts purposely give shitty advice so their audience fails and keeps coming back to buy more alpha male red pill guru self-help books. I don't know. I don't know that I'd describe that as red pill per se. I just think it's stupid because red pill is about, again, broad spectrum awareness, and you can't just say some stupid advice and say that it's red pill. It actually is stupid advice, and it's like it would give a bad name to red pill, the red pill community. So Ryan Stone originally texted this and said, or tweeted this, tell me this is true. It's not true. Everything here that is said is stupid. If a man cares about you, he's going to say all these things. And if you think, if someone's saying you're actually a soy boy for caring, then I don't know, do something very alpha and stupid. I don't know. Or just use pure reason and walk away from people who are so dumb, honestly. So that's old. I want to get out of here. I want to come here. I want to close out of this right here. We'll close out of it, and we'll come to our next part of the show. 43 minutes. Holy crap. Time is withering away, my friends. Annoying expectations. Okay, yeah, that's what I was just watching. Interesting video. I don't remember what this was. Let's pull this up and see this. Oh, and I'm reluctant to play this video because it's going to conjure up a sound, what do you call it, a copyright thing. So wise words from Paul Bauer. This I do want to play. I want to say it's on Instagram. Yes. Okay, good. And I want to open up the sound. I want to bring it over here for all of you. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm here, so I go like this. Woohoo! All right, so here's Paul Bauer from Come On Man podcast. I enjoy a lot of the things he has to say, and I'll actually make some comments, okay? So one of my personal problems is that I wear a beanie a lot, not just because I'm bald, but because I have some skin problems on my head. And looking at Paul's head here, I must say he's got a lot of confidence and he wears it well. And I don't know if these are freckles or if they're just like little blots of hair coming out. And so he owns himself well. And actually, this is meant as a compliment that he seems very comfortable with himself. And I should probably take a note from his book and just be more comfortable with myself. Take the beanie off once in a while. But I am lazy when it comes to shaving my head. I'm lazy about the job, and I actually bought the same shaving razor, and it's very efficient. It's like, God, if I can't get over that small laziness with my head, something's wrong with me. But so he's very confident about his bald head, and I should be, and I have been becoming more comfortable with it in certain environments. I don't wear a beanie when I go into church because I just think that is rude. Oh wait, yeah. So I still don't have the right kind of monitoring system here to satisfy me. Anyway, let's play this and see what he says. I don't remember exactly what he said, but let's see what he says. I will make wise commentary on it. Please, Paul, speak. While I put my finger in your mouth.
Your past traumas are holding you back. Your past traumas are causing self-limiting beliefs.
I do think that's true. That's been the case with me. But that was much more when I was younger than in recent life. Although I may be overcorrecting in my life. Let's keep going.
One of the reasons why I created my Practical Law of Attraction course. I created that course because once you get your mind right, everything else falls into place. Your dating life gets better. Your career life gets better. Your health gets better.
So this is
but
just
what
an
I teach in the Practical Law of Attraction takes a lot of time. It takes constant awareness. It takes constant work. Some people want an easier solution. I may have found one for you.
Of course, like life is not meant to be easy, to be honest with you. You got to be willing to put in the work in life. And it's not just going to happen. You have to have desire that exceeds your willingness not to act in order to get results in life, is what I'm wanting to say right now. And so I started working out again recently, and I've been feeling really good about it. I had to take time off for my shoulder. And the working out has been going really well. But the working out is one of the basic things men can do. Like, you don't have a girlfriend, maybe you don't have a good job. You can get up and you can exercise, and that'll be the first testament about what you're willing to do to invest in yourself, put hard work in. And it's not just looking better, okay? Of course, you get the benefit of looking better. It's feeling better, the way it boosts your mood, okay? But if you tell a girl this, they'll be like, I'm friend-zoning you because you care, and you're a soy boy. But it's actually, I shouldn't blame the women for the stupid advice that channel gave before, but let's just keep hearing what he has to say.
Basically, therapy in a bottle. And I'm not talking about whiskey. My guest this coming Monday on the Come On Man podcast, Nick Franzen, has a homeopathic remedy that comes from Switzerland known as RubyMed. That's basically therapy in a bottle. RubyMed is actually supposed to change the way you think. If this sounds appealing to you, you're not going to...
But excuse me, what the hell is in the bottle? Like, what is it?
This Monday's episode. Subscribe now.
Okay, well, let's see. When did he post this? 1 day ago? Is it? So it's this coming Monday? All right. I'll remember to check that out. I am watching Paul on occasion, and it's good stuff. If you want to check him out, go listen to Come On Mad podcast. I enjoy listening to him. He puts out a lot of good. He doesn't have a certain annoying something that both Ryan Stone and Rollo have to me. I find him more relatable, to be honest with you, because Rollo's married, Ryan's married, so this guy's out there being single, and I think he's actually been hooking up lately, and so it's always nice to see a guy who you think is in similar circumstances in life. Although he did make fun of me because of my scooter, and he hasn't even seen my scooter. My scooter is badass, and when I'm driving 55, 60 miles on it, I think I fall off here, crack my head open, and I'm a manly man. Dude, my voice feels hoarse because I spent a lot of time singing yesterday, and so that made it a little bit hoarse. When I was 17, It was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town girls of independent means. We'd ride in limousines on the dirty jeans. Whatever, I'm making up. When I was 17. Na 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 na. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I totally screwed up that verse. I know that. Usually I'm reading it. I'm very piss poor at memorizing the words, but when I have them written in front of me, I sing them with such beautiful clarity. But sometimes I get so into the performance that I actually forget what the hell I'm trying to sing. So I want to pull up this. Let's see. Okay, I'll actually first pull up this thing from Michael Sartain, who's expressing his frustration with what's her name? Sandberg. Sarah Sandberg is, I think, is the name of a woman who used to work for Facebook, and she said some stupid things, and I happen to totally agree with what Michael Sartain is saying here. So let me actually this is Twitter, right? Okay, so I'll just open that up completely, and we'll go like so.
Dirty words all you want. You can call me brown, dirty words all you want. You can make fun of the Dallas Cowboys and the Texas Longhorns. You can make fun of anything you want. I will never be offended. This quote offended me.
Really?
Right. Okay, I want to read the quote. When looking for a life partner, my advice to women is to date all of them. The bad boys, the cool boys, the commitment-phobic boys, the crazy boys, but do not marry them. The things that make the bad boys sexy do not make them good husbands. Stupid, actually. I agree. And so let's hear more of what Michael has to say.
Actually offended me. I'm supposed to wait. I'm supposed to wait while you Chad Thundercock.
Yeah.
You go out and live a promiscuous life with no regard, no consequences, treating sex like a cheap-ass thing, and I'm supposed to wait around for you. Right. Keep telling me more, dude.
Wait
while you're on the
all the time in your 20s while you're going around on the merry-go-round. Now, I'm not saying I would wait. As a man, I'm supposed to wait until you find me taking out the trash.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll find it sexy at some point.
Right.
Thing will be sexier.
Yeah,
Yes, because
I love it when men just bluntly say, fuck you. I do that as well, man. Good for you, man. Sometimes, as my friend in Italy once told me, he said, sometimes you just have to say vaffanculo, which is fuck you. Fuck yourself, actually. It's a reflexive verb, I believe. Onward with this.
get nothing at that
Let
point.
me explain something.
Right.
I'm going to explain
Yeah,
something. Now, obviously, one of my good friends is a marriage and family therapist, but I have a hard time with marriage therapy, and I'm going to tell you why. Hey,
Dude.
John, if you take out the trash more, will Sally, will you want to give John a blowjob more?
Right.
If you take out the trash more? No, because you cannot legislate a desire.
That's negotiation.
And,
Yes.
and I'm supposed
Yes,
to like
that's a very good point Rollo made. You can't negotiate desire. I'll buy you a new car if you blow me. She's not going to want to literally have fun. She's not going to be turned on to blow you for a car. That's just a transaction. It's transactional, and it's not really you can't generate desire that way by offering someone. Although I've quit biting my nails when I was younger. When my mom said, "I'll buy you a skateboard," I've gotten high grades when my father. I should have had the desire to get high grades on my own, but my father paid me in school to get good grades. He would pay me like 20 for A's, 15 for B's. C's would render 0. D's would, I'd have to pay, I'd lose 15, and F's, I would lose 20. So I would wind up making a good amount of money at the end of the quarter, but, and it's, you should have the desire to want to do that. So in this way, you're negotiating desire. But we're talking about sexual desire, which is distinctly different from trying to put a carrot in front of someone's face. Like, you can put the carrot in front of someone's face. You can be like, yes, I'll suck dick for $1 million. I'll hate doing it. You can't make them love doing it, but they'll do it for the money. It's a crude example, but I think it's valid.
And wait, bro. That's the thing that happens. Like, you guys don't understand, like, this idea that we're supposed to wait while you go have your wild 20s, and then when you're ready to settle down, then you'll give beta males a chance.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
that.
Dude, yes.
That with every fiber of my being,
Yes.
bro. That is like, to me,
Agree with
that was
everything.
that quote is just so offensive.
Love that.
You can call-
Dude, really, seriously, very good. Because last week I did a moment where I was talking about how, again, I don't care. The type of woman who would have a problem with me slut shaming is probably not the type of woman I want to be with, because I actually believe a good woman is going to be slut shaming her peers. She's going to have the self-respect not to be out fucking the whole world like that. And so Sandberg lady is not one of these good women I'm talking about, because she's encouraging women to go out and be promiscuous. Well, that's what makes women think less of themselves. And you can talk about equity between men and women all you want, like, oh, men are so cool if they go. Men are not the same exact beast. We are one and the same species, but we are not the same men and women. And so you can't draw equity between those two things. I don't know. I'm self-conscious about seeing my ear on the side right there. I don't know why it looks gross to me. Does it look better, look like seeing it a little bit or not seeing it a little bit? Send your emails to blah, blah, blah and tell me if it's lame to see that or not. I'm up to 55 minutes, and I never even got to a couple videos that I really wanted to get to. I've done 55 minutes here of insanity.
Let's come over here and get up in your butt again. Here I am up in your butt again. Damn your butt. Spit on the walls. And I'm talking about from the inside, okay? I'm inside your butt, and I am drawing pictures on the walls. And in millions of years, people will dig up this colon, and it'll be frozen in ice, so it won't have decayed and decomposed. It'll be viewable by an archaeologist who will observe my art, my spit art inside of, oh my God, I'm going way too far with this. This is really horrible. Stop now.
Literally, I'm fantasizing about being up inside someone's ass as a tiny little, and it's not even a sexual thing. It's just a gross thing that I came up with right now, and it's what I'm doing. So I guess it's time, you know. I did expect to get to certain other videos doing this, but I will save those videos for next time. It always makes the next show a little bit more easy to get through. What's up, everyone? Yo, Mr. White. Hang out for a year. Yeah, science. Hang out for a year. I have a feeling if I keep going, eventually this is going to pick up steam, and you will find it more interesting once I get someone sitting across from me. Even as a guest, I have someone in mind. At the moment, I'm kind of like this one person I haven't asked. I want her to be like my debut guest on here. Copy who is Landia Colossus, and I will give you tours of my house on wireless. During shows so that you can see where I'm coming from, what I'm doing in life. I'm Paul the producer, and I deal in rational extremes. And every time I tell you this, I certainly do mean it. Peace be with you all.